It's a Wednesday in October. You're 30. The coffee's cold, your laptop is open on the kitchen counter, and you're staring at your Fidelity 401k statement. Balance, $87,420. 8 years of maxing it out. 8 years of doing exactly what you were told. Then you scroll to the other tab. Devin from your high school graduating class. He just posted his Q3 numbers in a small private group. $187,000. Rentals, a side LLC, a thing he won't shut up about. Stuff people told you was too risky. You look back at your statement. You look at the cold coffee. And the thought lands quietly. I think I picked the wrong one. We're going to jump forward 5 times. Watch what that one Wednesday does. Anchor 1. Age 31. The year nothing changes. 12 months later. Same apartment, same Toyota Camry. Same Saturday morning Costco run with a hot dog at the end. From the outside, you look identical to the version of you that didn't notice anything on that Wednesday. But 2 things shifted. You opened a taxable brokerage at Schwab. You started buying $300 of VTI a month. Not because anyone told you to, because for the first time, you wanted money you could actually touch without a penalty. Brianna, your friend from college, also 31, also in Columbus, just got promoted. $94,000 base, 5% match. She's thrilled. She texts you a screenshot of her HR portal with 3 exclamation points. You send back a thumbs up. You don't tell her about the brokerage. Devin, meanwhile, bought another duplex in Tulsa. Section 8 tenants. $1,425 a month cash flow after PMI. You read his post twice. You don't comment. On the surface, your life and Brianna's life are still identical. Same income bracket, same coffee, same Sunday night dread. The crack is there. It just hasn't shown up in any number yet. That's the part nobody warns you about. The decision doesn't announce itself. Anchor 2. Age 34. The first crack. Layoffs. Your company cuts 12% in one Tuesday morning meeting. You're fine. 3 people from your team aren't. Marcus from Analytics, 31, 2 kids in Reno, walks back to his desk and just stares at his monitor for 40 minutes. You ask if he's okay. He says, "I'm fine. I can't touch any of it. The 401k. I can't touch it." He had $61,000 in there. He couldn't pull a dollar without giving 30% of it to the IRS. Your brokerage by now? $14,200. Not much, but every single dollar of it is liquid. Liquid. That word means something different now. You realize the thing you were sold as safe, max the 401k, trust the match, don't look, was actually one single point of failure. One employer, one income, one account you can't access until you're 59 and a half. Brianna's still on that path. Marcus was on that path. The safe path turns out to be the path where one bad Tuesday wipes you out. You text Devin. You ask him about house hacking. He sends back a voice memo that's 9 minutes long. You listen to it twice. So does the gap keep growing? Or did Marcus just have bad luck? Anchor 3. Age 37, the math flips. You bought a duplex in Raleigh. You live in one unit. The tenant in the other pays $1,400 of your $1,800 mortgage. You eat the $400 and you call it rent. Your housing cost just dropped by 78% overnight. Brianna by now. $124,000 W-2. 401k balance, $187,000. No taxable account, No real estate, one income stream. Still happy, still posting about her annual Cabo trip. You, $58,000 in brokerage, $34,000 in an HSA you treat like a stealth IRA, $90,000 in equity in the duplex. The W-2 still humming at $108,000. 4 income sources instead of one. Here's the part that hits you while you're driving home one Thursday. The 401k only path is a portfolio of one bet. One employer paying one salary into one tax-deferred account holding one type of asset. The safe path forces you to hold all your eggs in the basket of being employed at age 64. You think, I used to believe the 401k was the answer. It was just an answer. But the cost is starting to show. You worked the last 3 weekends. You haven't taken a real vacation in 18 months. Your girlfriend asked you twice this week if you're actually here. Is the cost worth it? Or are you about to find out it isn't? Anchor 4. Age 42. The bill comes due. You missed your nephew's first communion. You missed your dad's birthday in 2031. You missed the trip to Glacier everyone else went on. 2 missed Christmases. Your wife sat you down in March. She didn't yell. She just said, I don't know who you're building this for anymore. You didn't have a clean answer. You drove around for an hour after. The hands gripped the steering wheel a little too tight the whole way. Brianna, by now, same job, $148,000, just had her first kid, took 12 weeks of maternity leave with a full match. She looks tired but settled. There's a real version of you that envies that. And here's the twist nobody saw coming. Half the cost wasn't the path. It was you. You confused diversifying my income with needing to grind every weekend. Devin worked 11 hours a week on his rentals. You worked 31. The path didn't demand that. You demanded that. You pulled back, sold one of the smaller rentals, hired a property manager for the other 2. The numbers barely moved. Your Saturdays came back. That's the part of the story the people on the safe path never get to learn. Anchor 5. Age 50. Net worth, roughly $2.1 million. 2 rentals, a taxable brokerage at Vanguard, an HSA you still haven't touched. The W-2 finally went away at 47 when you didn't renew the contract and nobody noticed for a week. You live in a 1,400 square foot house in Raleigh. You drive a 2018 Honda Pilot with 94,000 miles. On Tuesday afternoons, you're usually on the back porch, returning a text from a tenant or talking to a guy in Greenville about a possible third property. It's quieter than you pictured. Brianna retired at 62. She did fine. About $1.3 million between her 401k and her Roth. She rents an apartment in Tampa and goes on a cruise every spring. She's content. She also told you once, over a glass of wine in 2043, I wish I'd known I had more options. You don't say, I told you so. You just nod. And there's a moment, late August, where your dad's friend calls to tell you your dad's getting worse. You realize you spent so much of your 30s optimizing the next 20 years that you forgot the previous 20 had their own deadlines. You'd still pick this path, but not for the reasons you started. The Fork. It's a Wednesday in October. You're 30. Cold coffee on the counter. A 401k statement on the screen, and a tab open to someone who took the other road. You have your own Wednesday. You may be standing in the middle of it right now and not know it yet. The risky path was never the one with rentals or side income or a taxable account. The risky path was the one with one employer, one account, one bet, and a promise that everyone before you would keep their word. Tonight, open your brokerage app. Look at how many different baskets your eggs are actually in. Count them. Then ask which Wednesday this is.